Has it ever happened to you before where you actually spent a lot of time, creating that content and then somebody just takes it with your watermark and uses it on their page? It has happened to me severally. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how to handle copycats. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Here, I teach you everything marketing for your product, service, or knowledge business. Now, let's get right into today's video. But before we start, have you subscribed? Yay, subscribe, click, just keep clicking, and then let's go into it. So, I wanted to talk about how to handle copycats because I know that it's a touchy subject, one, and it deflates many people. Like, you've put in so much effort and so much time, to creating that product, that service, that idea. You've nourished it, you've done all of that, and then somebody just takes it. They do not even add on it. It's just, they just take it and they just replicate it. Okay, so let's talk about it. First things first, I want us to establish that imitation and outright copy are two different things, because sometimes you are choking on an imitation, right? So an imitation is when somebody sees what you do, they like it, they like the idea, right? They take that idea and build on it. Okay, so it's not a replica, it's not same. So for instance, let's say I'm wearing this dress and somebody likes it, takes the pattern and does a few tweaks. So instead of a tie here, maybe it's a zip up, but it's still a flowery pleated A dress. That's what I say as imitation versus outright copy, where they copy everything down to how to tie the bow, down to the same color and prints. And the difference is maybe in the, I don't know, but it's so hard not to miss the fact that it looks the same. Okay, so people have done it to me severally. They take my class, they pay for my webinars, they watch it, and they replicate. In fact, many people have copied my business name, but we're going to get into that. So there are a couple of things that I want to share that can help you handle copycats and just keep you sane, because we need your sanity to keep creating those fantastic ideas that you have. The first one is arm yourself legally. Like, arm. Many of you ain't registered your business yet. So how do you even want to start the battle? Register all the things that need to be registered. If you need to trademark, if you need to copyright, do all of that. I think one of the mistakes that I made when I started TriciaBiz a couple of years back was I did not trademark the name. So many people started replicating my name. How? Possible. Yes. And even the sub name I call myself. So I used to call myself TriciaBiz, the business fixer. And they couldn't think of anything else. They were the something fixer as well. I'm like, you could have just taken something else. Maybe there's something mechanic, or, every one of us are fixing, but it doesn't have to be fixer. But some people don't think to that point, right? So I did not make the mistake again when I started my online course, Monetize Your Knowledge. I trademarked it. So now what I do is when I see them, because they've started Monetize Your Knowledge as well, I've lost count at over 10, really. So we just message them and send them a little cease and desist, because, yeah, it's trademark. So, but jokes aside, arm yourself legally. Register your business name if you want to trademark it. Do all of that to ensure that you can reach out to them legally and tell them to take it down. But there are gray areas like social media posts, because how do we want to do it? But yeah, that's the first thing. The second point that I would say is that you should reach out to the copycats. So hear me out. Just wait. Hear me. Many times, especially those businesses online, right? Many people don't know it. They don't know anything. They don't know what obtains. So I like to give people the benefit of doubt. Some people don't know that if they're posting what you put up, they should give you credit. Some people are like, oh, but I posted it with your watermark on it. I thought that was enough. No. So however, in the court of law, ignorance is not an excuse, but I will just say that let's all be humane, right? And practice what I call in instead of call out. So we're in a call out culture. Everybody just want to call people out. Can you imagine what this person did and put people on full blast? But before you do that, can you call in, which is to reach out to the person and say, excuse me, hello, and have a screen grab. So screen grab what it is that they've done and send it to them and say, excuse me, this is not right. You have done this, and done that. I know some people who have done it and they were blocked because some people were born as thieves from the womb, because I don't know how to explain it again, because that's just the height of bad behavior. But there are other people who have tried this and the other person has apologized and said they didn't know and they've made amends. So call in before you call out. Now, point number 3, walk in silence. Come closer. Walk in what? In silence. Some of you all are too loud. I know, and I blame social media, because you are seeing somebody else announce their success or announce what is coming up and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to announce it. Or you were taught that you need to build hype and excitement for your upcoming product, service, or knowledge product. And as a result, you're like telling them everything that you're about to do. No, no. While I teach, so I am part of the people who teach you to build hype and excitement for an upcoming launch. However, you can do that without giving all the details. You all give all the details. Like, I don't know if it's social media or we are not your friends. Your followers are not your friends. I know we all call ourselves nice, cute names like fam, family, tribe, all of that. We are not your friends. We are not your family members. We are not related to you. We just like what you do. Today we can be friends and tomorrow we can be your hater. So you need to have that at the back of your mind first. When you have that, you won't overshare. And it's not even safe security wise. Some days ago, I had to send one of my students a DM and say, please, next time you want to post your child, do not post your child in their uniform. I can track this child. I know the school. I can literally pick up the child if I wanted to, or anything. Guys, just be careful. So back to the point, walk in silence, right? And even if you want to build hype, you can do it by saying, oh, XYZ is coming, watch out for it. Guys, I'm building this product. You never knew it existed. It's going to be this, without giving so much information. Because what you do is, when you give all the information in your hype stage, they launch one day after you. So they didn't even give you a minute to land and then they've launched. And you see, there's this thing that we tell ourselves, which is self-deceit, where you're like, oh, I have the ideas, so even if they steal the idea, they can't do it better than me. That's a lie. See, that is living in delusion, because I'm used seeing people that steal and do it better than you, the originator. See, there are different types of people. You have people who are creators, people who are executors. Now, a couple of executors steal the idea from the initial creator. And by the time they are done executing it, you'll be like, but this was my idea. But they've done it better than you. And it's even a sad case if you are just up and coming. You don't have followers like that. Nobody knows you. And then the person is known. That's it. So don't live in that delusion of, oh, they can't do it better than me. They can steal it and do it way better than you ever imagined or can comprehend. And to our next point, do not dwell on it. Okay, so in some cases, there's really nothing you can do about it, right? So what I always say is use it as the push that you need to go and do something awesome again, right? Use it as the drive to keep going and keep creating, because the truth is nobody copies mediocre. We don't copy things that are not fantastic, right? People copy things that are actually amazing. So that's a pat on your back, even though it's annoying, but it's a pat on your back to say, My friend, you are doing something well. You are doing something good. However, do not dwell on it. Keep going. Some days ago, I saw somebody who put up a video on Instagram, and she was saying all her photo shoots, Etsy, not Etsy, Alibaba sellers, they take it and use it to sell their sunshades on Alibaba. And I'm like, oh wow, you global girl. Like people around the world are taking this and selling, So it told me that your her pictures or her videos had to be of a particular superior quality for them to deem it great enough to steal it. Now, do not dwell on it, because what if you reach out, they block you, um, you didn't copyright it, or it's not trademarked, so you can't pursue it legally, and it will just deflate you. If you keep dwelling on it and thinking about it, you'll be deflated. You won't have that ginger and zeal to go and create the next best thing. So, my dears, if everything else fails, don't dwell on it. Keep going. That's what I do. I keep going, because how many people do I really want to pursue? I'm being copied in the hundreds. They copy my products, now they even copy the style. Before we'll be like, oh, don't worry, you are unique, nobody can copy you. No, they copy my style, the way I speak, the way I genuflect, the way I pause. It's like they spend hours watching Tricia, and they're like, okay, so after 3 seconds, she does this. And so they do that. So I literally see duplicates of Tricia on the internet, just that I'm the final version. So, so you can't take my beauty, because this plenty beauty, right? But yeah, jokes aside, do not dwell on it. Just keep going. You're doing a good job. I am rooting for you, and all the best with your business. All the best with whatever it is you're doing. The downside to being on the internet in this era is that people have access to all of the content that you're producing, and they can either consume it to purchase or consume it to steal. Keep going. All right. So that is it for today. Have you subscribed to my YouTube channel? Just click all the clickables. Hit the bell so that you are notified the next time that I have a video for you. See you in the next video. Ta-da!